Really, said the hero. That's your big excuse for being evil, the hero started chuckling. My parents were turned into paste in front of me when I was 5. That's not even top 10 of the worst stuff that's happened to me. The hero starts smiling. I'm really going to enjoy doing this, blade in hand.
The hero's blade hung limply at their side as they stood amid the hall's rubble. Jagged patterns were created on the stone floor by the moonlight streaming through the cracked ceiling. Shadows coiled unnaturally around the hero's feet, writhing like sentient beings. On a throne of bones and iron, the villain sat stiffly. "You think you're better than me?" They spat, their voice brittle and laced with bitterness. "You think your suffering makes you worthy to judge me?" The hero let out a deep, guttural laugh, a sound that began softly but swelled, reverberating through the room until it seemed to animate the walls themselves. "Stop that," the villain demanded, shifting uneasily, their tone faltering. Dragging the blade across the floor, the hero stepped forward, the metallic scrape grating in the silence. "Better?" they said, their head tilting slightly. "No, not better, just here. Watching you wear your pain like a crown. It's pathetic." The villain hesitated, their confidence cracking. "You don't understand what I've endured." "Oh, don't I?" The hero's grin widened, revealing teeth that gleamed in the pale light. "My parents were crushed to pulp when I was 5, and that doesn't even crack my top 10. Their voice dropped, each word biting like frost. "Do you know what followed? Terror upon terror? You'd crumble under a fraction of it." The villain stumbled back, their legs striking the throne. "That doesn't justify..." The hero cut in, their voice like a blade itself. "I'm not here to justify anything. I'm here because for the first time in years, this feels good." The room seemed to contract, the air thickening as if weighed down by unseen hands. The shadows on the walls convulsed, shaping themselves into grotesque figures, faces contorted in agony, hands grasping, eyes unblinking and hollow. The villain's breathing quickened. "What are you?" they whispered, dread pooling in their voice. The hero stopped, their expression devoid of humanity. "You think you're the monster in this story? You're not even the antagonist, you're just an obstacle." "An obstacle to what?" the villain asked, voice trembling. "To something worse." The hero leaned closer, their words slicing through the air. "Something exquisite." The murmurs began as a faint undercurrent, building steadily into a deafening roar. The villain clutched their head as the voices clawed at their mind, surfacing fears they hadn't known were there. "You feel it now," the hero said softly, their voice almost tender. "This is my constant companion, every single day." The blade lifted, catching the dim light as the whispers grew into a cacophony that shattered the villain's resolve. And as the blade descended, the villain understood. The whispers had never come from the hero. They had always been inside them,